It's Malk.
It's Chelsea.
And this time I thought we'd talk about clubbing without your partner, because that has been an issue in my past. But it worked out. It was like one time, and then every relationship afterwards, I just automatically said it in the beginning, and they agreed. I believe you should not go to a club without your mate, because you start drinking, your ambitions go down, your view and your morals could be bent and twisted, and you could do things that you wouldn't do. But if your partner's there, they can back you up. They can make sure you stay on the path of being faithful and everything else. And it's always worked out that way. In this case, I allowed her to do this, and it did backfire. It proved my point of what I said in the very beginning, that it wasn't something that you should do. And now you believe that, the same as me.
Yes, now I do.
Yeah. And so I guess everybody has to go out there and learn, because I always use the example of keeping my kids from getting burned from the heater. I tried my hardest to keep them away from it, and each one of them did, but they only got burned once. Once they got burned, they stayed away from the heater. And I just never wanted them to get burned in the first place. And in other words, people have to go out and experience things. They won't take your word for it. And then they figure it out from their experience. You think the same thing?
Yeah.
So in this case, if your mate wants to go out and drink and stuff, you need to find a way of going out there and doing it. And that way, nothing can happen. But also, if you have something set up at home, which is what I did, my building got turned into a little place for us to have beer and dancing and stuff.
But it's not as fun.
It's not as fun. But it was fun when we had Sarah and Andrew out there.
Yeah, kinda.
What do you mean? Don't you think it's still fun? And it's still fun. It's also safe. You don't have nobody.
Yes, but it's also fun going out to a dance club where you can dance and you're around many people. Lots of people. It makes it more. What's that word I'm looking for? It makes it more.
I don't know. I don't know. Because see, I don't like it too much. I don't like going out there because I've seen people fight.
I like being around lots of people.
I've seen people fight in the clubs. I've had it where people are drunk and come up to my women and say naughty things that you shouldn't say, or try to make moves on them and stuff. And to me, it's not that fun. You know what I mean? If it's a small group, yeah, but like a regular sized club, it's just big, and it just, I don't know. I don't like it, and it's expensive. The drinks are expensive, and
I guess that has to do with a little age difference there.
Probably is. But when I was younger, I did go to clubs and didn't think anything of it. I just did it. So I think after a while you get tired of it, because you've already done it several times, and I have, and it wasn't that exciting to me. I enjoy dancing with my partner, and if it's in a building that's set up with lights, party lights and stuff, to me that's exciting and fun. Is it exciting and fun to you?
Yeah.
But you do see,
just not by yourself.
You do see easily now how allowing your mate to go out there and without you and drink could turn out to end up an affair.
Yes.
Right? And so I'm glad that you have turned your way, thinking. I'm glad, really, because I'd rather just me and you always do it together. You know what I mean? And that way you can keep me in line, and I keep you in line. Right? So it's really cool because I get to see her actually learn. At one time I was in her situation with in a relationship, and I got to, deal with all these different things. When I found out somebody was an alcoholic and drug user and I didn't know it, I got to find this all out. And so I get to see her now go through this learning process. And it's quite interesting. I did it at one time. It doesn't matter if I tell her about my experience. She wants to experience it herself, and then she makes up her mind about what is true and what's not.
I'm going to make that mistake, or I'm not.
Right. But in the beginning, when you wanted to go out and do that by yourself, you really did think it was nothing was going to happen.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. I believe you, because we all go through that learning.
I've done it many times before them.
Yeah, before you met me, though.
Yeah.
You went to clubs and stuff.
It's never been a problem.
Right. All right, so in the comments below, let us know, what do you think? In your relationships, do you go out drinking by yourself and your mate stays at home? Or do you always go out together, whether it's at someone's house or in a club? I'm curious to hear. Everybody out there, thank you for watching. You guys take care, and God
God bless.
bless.